OG has cemented themselves in modern competitive Dota 2 history as one of the most fascinating teams to watch in DPC and in the International, because there's 5 things they do above and beyond other teams that make them so special. And the first is that they weaponize voice lines. That's right, they weaponize voice lines, and they have found a way to completely tilt out the opponents using voice lines. But it doesn't just stop there. They also have this talent for finding unique ways to tilt out their team. And from the modern TI-10, you're going to see one of the most beautiful scenes I've seen in a while here. Seb getting gone on 2-on-1, getting the kill, and it's this extra little bit of flashiness, the high five waving at Quinn as he runs away, and as his mid Thompson Dawnbreaker comes down and lays the smacketh down. That is next level toxicity. The second thing is that OG never gives up. There's never a game where they just completely throw it in despite the odds. In this particular game against Quincy Crew, they were getting beat down, but they split push with the Nature's Prophet and they took a stand on their high ground, and would you believe they actually got the better of it. With Nature's Prophet pushing the high ground on the opposite side, forcing the line to deny, they ended up getting the kill here, resetting the fight, and protecting their racks. What's amazing about this is that it quickly turned into an opportunity for them to initiate a team fight and get a kill on 2 valuable supports. That then led to some additional shenanigans, which resulted in them taking Roshan. And then, this is the third thing, it's their itemization. Their itemization is so incredible. Thompson has an E-Blade, but most importantly, he has an Aeon Disc, which allows him to survive this pivotal fight, reset, and then re-engage. And this is completely pivotal. So what's happening here is Thompson would have been dead without the Aeon Disc, but instead, he's alive. You get the Spike Carapace play on No Tail, and they blow up the Kunkka, which is of incredible value. This was a game that, in all intents and purposes, OG was losing, and instead they've completely brought it back. And when you go into slow motion here, what you're going to see is Thompson is blowing guys up. You get the 4 staff on Sumail to push him out of the command, and at the end of the day, you have a team fight that went increasingly in OG's favor in a game that they were destined to lose, but they refused to give up, and they resulted in them ultimately winning this game. Had they just packed it in like many of us would have in our regular pubs, they would never have gotten to this point. And that brings me to the 4th thing that they do so wonderfully, and that's their draft. What they do is they make drafts that are so impossible to predict. Is it a Earthshaker support, Snapfire mid, Dawnbreaker 1? We don't know, but they always have a plan. Because look at this, when you have Sumail snap picking TA in a TI kind of lower bracket elimination game, you know what's up. They planned for that the entire time. They knew what they were going for, and their innovative drafts continue to really shake up the meta in Dota 2 because other teams simply do not know precisely what they're going to do. Finally, we gotta talk about the actual communication factor and the team fight coordination of OG. What you just saw was Coccia and Seb taking out the Winter Wyvern single-handedly. The fight then continues. You have an arena, okay? Seb, look at him in the bottom right corner, just waiting for his moment. He's waiting for his moment so that he can blink echo, not taking any damage. He gets a huge blink echo, and what do? They focus on the Medusa. They're making sure that the Medusa goes down because that's the priority target. It's all about incredible team-based communication. Snapfire buys back in TPs. They're still sticking to the fight. Despite Wukong's command being out, they know they can still fight it. Thompson, who's an absolute monster on this mid Dawnbreaker, continues to fight. Okay, he ultimately gets brought down by the Winter Wyvern's curse, but this is the next key point here that I really want you guys to see. The level of communication that they have and the coordination they have. Sumail's being gone on as the TA. Sumail ultimately goes down with the Aegis, however. Okay, recognizing this, Thompson's watching Sumail. If Sumail's in trouble, he's buying back. Sumail gets speared, Thompson's buying back, Thompson's coming back, and they turn the fight around, and this is what makes OG such a powerhouse. They have tremendous communication, they make very strong team decisions, and it ultimately results in them winning this fight. And, once again, it ends up snowballing into an additional fight where they end up closing out the game. This is one of those situations, guys, where you get the Nightmare on Seb to save him. Okay, the Winter's Curse comes down, but the Refraction, there's just, you're not going to kill Sumail with that. They ultimately focus in on that Medusa, You get the Seb Echo Stomp, and Medusa just falls apart. Sumail's doing too much damage, Thompson's doing too much damage. Okay, Soxa somehow survives, but at the end of the day, this is all about teamwork, which ultimately won them the game and let them continue in TI-10. Thank you so much for watching, and a very special thank you to all of our wonderful subscribers. We will see you in the next Dota 2 video.